Hi guys, welcome to IDiaTime. I'm Yuroo and I'm here today with Tima, one of my good friends now.
Hi.
And together we all work at a production crew, kind of. We work together to produce music videos, other videos, talk show, podcasts, all sorts of things. And so this guy is the brains behind everything. So he brought us all together. There's a few of us, you'll probably get to meet them. So he brought us all together. He comes up with all the ideas. He plans all the meetings. He does all of this for us. So he's our big guy, the big brains behind everything. And I just wanted to sit down today and talk to him about how this passion of his started. I wanted to ask him because, how we met, it's kind of funny actually. So,
Wait, first of all,
sorry. Introduce yourself maybe.
Yeah. So, first of all, whatever it is that we do won't be possible without a team. So, I think the team is the most important thing, and I really appreciate you guys being a part of this, and everyone who is behind 17 Creations. And yeah, I'm grateful that you guys said yes. And it's not the ideas that matter; it's people who I think bring the ideas to life. So that's why I'm really thankful, and you shouldn't be giving me so much credits. So.
But I mean, he is the brains.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't know this.
Yes.
I haven't told you this, but when I first saw you, it was today is 2020, right? So I first saw him 2 years ago, exactly 2 years ago, 2018, and it was my first week in South Korea, and so he was the guy running around with the camera. So that's what I knew him as.
I'm
the
famous
guy
for
with,
being the camera guy.
yeah, so the guy with the camera.
Yeah.
And then we didn't know if he was a student, if he was like just a video guy that they hired or whatever, right? So it was orientation week at our school. We were all in the auditorium, like, lectures, stuff like that was going on. And I was friends with all the Europeans, let's say. I don't want to name the country. But so I was friends with most of the Europeans, and there was one chick who came up to me and she was like, "Hey, did you see the guy with the long hair and the camera?" And I was like, "Why? Like, which one?" And then, so that's how we noticed you. That's how we all, like, saw him. That was like my initial, like, first, like, oh, so this person exists kind of moment.
Alright.
Yeah, and then from then on, like, people, I heard, like, small stuff here and there, and then I found out that you were a student. And then you just do the photography and the videos for the school.
I work for the school, but I see lots of faces. I have pictures of many people, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know who the people are, and it's hard to say from there.
Yeah. So, like, from that moment on, just noticing him around school and stuff, he takes the photos. What else do you do for the school?
Promotional videos.
Yeah, so like everything basically, like marketing is all you, I would say.
Production part.
Yeah, and that's very impressive. Like just one man, like to do all of that. And over the years, so it's been 2 years now. Over the years, I've seen you create music videos with other students. Are you in charge of music club or?
No.
Are you just part of it?
Yeah, I'm a part.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were
I
in
used to
charge
play
of
in the
it.
band. Yeah, I used to play in the band, but I think now not this semester because of how things are.
Yeah. The whole pandemic thing. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
But music lab, has been a big part of my life. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what else do you do? You've also organized a lot of great parties for us.
Not me, again, the team. We came up with a party because So basically what we do is we are production and entertainment project where we work with aspiring artists and we create content for them. We started as more or less like a creative agency, working with our friends who want to be musicians and other artists like public speakers. And because we are working with again our friends, we do everything for them for free. In return, we get experience because everyone who's in the team has a creative skill, and the way people are in 17 Creations, are put together in 17 Creations is because everyone can do something, and I think if we combine all the skills together, we can do big things.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone who's in the team now is very, very, very important, and nothing would be possible without, if you take away one or two people.
Mm-hmm. True, that's very true. Like, there's no I in team, right?
Yeah.
So it's the whole team working together. So for 2 years, up until now, we've only recently got acquainted. And when he posted on our school group that he needs someone to host, so and then I really like talking, so I volunteered, and so that's how we got to know each other. So far, so good. I mean, I'm enjoying the time working with the whole crew. I enjoy everyone's company. I'm learning a lot. And so today, the biggest question I had from you was, how did this all begin? And to make it more specific, like, all the great people in the world, I don't know, like athletes or, philosophers, whoever, all these great people in the world, they always have that like moment, where it just like clicks and they're like, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, did you have that kind of moment, or like was it gradual, like over like a period of time?
No, it's more or less like a long story.
Okay.
I was just like you said, I've been having a part-time job and creating content for the school.
Mm-hmm.
But I also participated in some video competitions at Solbridge as well, and these competitions required us uploading our content online.
Mm-hmm.
So I created a channel to upload my own work, which was not a part of my part-time job. And I had like 1, 2, 3 videos, and I was like, okay, so this can be a place where I upload stuff for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's how the channel started.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what kind of content I was gonna make, so I just called it 17 Creations because it can be very different.
Yeah.
So a creation can be a music video, creation can be just music, podcast,
Yeah.
whatever
You
it
didn't
is.
want to limit it.
I didn't want to limit it. And 17 is my favorite number because of the one very special person who also inspired me in many ways, and the name of this project. And later, I remember I was again in music lab, and we wanted to create something special for a memory, because playing on school events is cool, but we wanted to take away something, so that we created our own composition maybe, or something special. So we decided to record a cover of a song called Believer by 17 Creations.
Oh, I think I heard it.
Believer by Imagine Dragons.
By 17 Creations. You heard it here first.
One day. So yeah, and we decided to make a music video for it because every song is bigger, I think, automatically if it has a music video.
Did you play that live?
We played the song live so many times.
I wonder where, because I've seen it live.
Yeah.
I think it was 2018 spring graduation. Okay.
We played the song too many times.
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, we recorded the music video. I had no idea how to do it. I came up with a simple scenario in like 20 minutes, just before the recording started. Again, it was not planned. And we had 3 people playing with us and 1 person helping us to record. Yeah, and then the first music video came together, and I remember at that time I won some scholarships and I wanted to get my own camera. And I got my own camera, and then I had another friend who was also making electronic music. He asked, can I visualize a simple video, simple electronic track for him? And I was like, yeah, of course. So we went to the mountain and shot a lot of short clips in slow-mo, and the track I think was called Getting Lost in Legend, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I might.
By Hi Rosie.
Yeah, it's Hi Rosie, yeah.
It's Remy, one of the
One of our good friends.
Yeah, good friends and musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's how I think I was like, music video, why not? And
But so there was nothing before that, before the part-time job, where you had to take part?
competitions. So again, the school had video competitions.
Oh, so that's where you...
Yeah, so competitions offered money, so it was
Mm-hmm,
a
yeah.
good investment.
So wait, you're telling me that even before that, you never like
I took pictures.
picked up
I took pictures of myself, like or for myself, and of myself in different places.
Uh-huh.
I had friends in high school who were taking lots of videos, and I was a part of it. But I was a part of people in front of the camera.
Now you're behind the camera.
Yeah. So again, I'm sure I was influenced then, at some point, somehow. But again, the first video I remember that I made with my phone, it was for a competition where we had to speak Korean, and yeah, we didn't win anything. We put together a video with scenario and stuff. We didn't win anything, but then later I participated in more and more competitions. We won some money, and yeah, then it was part-time job, scholarships, and the first camera, and that's when I was more or less saying yes to almost all the requests from my friends or people that I knew, just because I wanted experience.
That's pretty cool. Like that's cool how you were open-minded about it and you were willing to help your friends and put yourself up to the task to do that. Because if it were me, for example, I'd be like, no, edit your own video, or like, you know.
But it's portfolio type of thing, you know. You need it. If you want to get more jobs, you need to show what you already did, and without doing that, it's hard.
Exactly. So was there like a moment where you just like, you know, people like also get so frustrated and they're like, oh fuck this, like I'm not doing this. Like, did you have any of those moments where you just wanted to give up the whole thing?
Yes, because
okay, tell me about it.
Doing that, not give up the whole thing, but probably not do it after I graduate.
Okay.
First of all, this is very expensive. Just doing this is very expensive. So first, I think I have to tell a story how the team was put together, right?
Sure.
So so after the two, you can call it music videos, but it's not really a proper music video. I knew people who had different skills. So be it graphic design, be it photography, marketing and stuff like this. And we are all business students. We all need stuff. We all need practice. We all need experience. So I was like, it's cool that if I work with a musician, we can put a music video. But imagine if we worked with other people who have creative skills. We can do many more things. We can have, instead of one camera, 2, instead of one idea we have 10, and of course it would be better. So I didn't know how to do this. I just called my friends and people that I knew. I was like, I wanna try doing something bigger on this, here at school and outside the school. Let's put together a team. Let's try to practice our business skills by working together with artists who want to be big, who want to be famous, and who want to make music. And let's do production, because we have a team who can promote them, a team who can create promotional content for them, be it like social media, or it can be like posters, can be graphic design, can be videos and stuff like this. Like let's do it. Let's create a strategy for them, offline and online, and let's go for it. So in the team, it was, I remember, Dia as a graphic designer in the beginning, and we had Mahao as a photographer. We had Tram also as a photographer, and we had Alex, because Alex, he knew about music, he knew about music distribution, because he's managing bands back in Russia. We knew... I didn't know that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's one of the rare people who has experience with actually music. and we had Della. She studied law and she knows a lot about
Legal matters.
legal matters, which are important. And then later she was also a concept designer for us. What else was it?
Who else is there? Thomas?
Thomas and you were later.
Oh, the beginning, the
Yeah,
first.
so I think it was the beginning was that team.
Then I don't know who else is.
Yes, I think it was 5-6 people, and then later it was Thomas and you, because we wanted to create podcast. We wanted to create more entertainment content, because uploading music videos, creating music videos and uploading them takes a lot of time, and it's not enough to create a brand in a very short time. Whatever time we have left before the graduation, before everyone has to, go to different places and, go through stuff which life brings us through. And so we needed more content, bring the name, and grow. And that's when we started taking
new people,
more videos, inviting more people, and then I got to know you as well.
Yay.
And Thomas, I knew Thomas from Music Lab.
So when I first wrote to Tima, he posted a post. He posted a post on our school group, and he explained that him and a few other students, they work together and they're called 17 Creations, and that now they're looking to expand and try to do other creative things, and so they needed someone to host a talk show or a podcast or whatever it was, just like a hosting job. And so I DM'd him, I slid into his DMs, and I basically tried to, I was gonna say sell myself, I tried to market, like, marketing, promote, that's a better word, to promote myself. And I told him that, like my pronunciation, like my English is good, like I'm good at talking, I'm very extroverted, and etc. And then he was like, okay, like next meeting, let's meet up. Well, it wasn't like, okay, but that's what I wanted to ask you about. Yeah. Were there other people? What was the process?
No, it's more like, it's not that we wanted to know about the skills, we wanted to know about how a dedicated person is, because I don't know a lot of things, and many of us don't know a lot of things. The thing is, if a person has time to spend and effort to put into learning, that's the most important thing. And we wanted to meet you and tell you, okay, this is actually serious, and this will require time, but we are not doing it for money. We are not doing it for we are not doing it for an outcome. We are doing it for the growth, so that each of us can bring something to work later or put it into portfolio and all. So we just wanted to explain to you and Thomas when we met him. So this is what we do. This is important. We have a team. We have to work together, and if you are willing to put in time and effort, then it's okay. We would love to have you. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that we had.
So now that we have a lot of plans, where we have a lot of upcoming new ideas. Now that the whole group is coming together, we have a lot of planned things basically. But I'm wondering if this does blow up to a certain extent, and people start to watch and people start to get interested, and they start asking you if they can join, if they can participate, or maybe they are singers and they want you to like take the music video, stuff like that. Like how open would you be to that? Like, are you content with the people we have, or like would you make it like a business thing? Like, what's your mindset with that whole thing?
We will see, because it's hard to say, because again, we only have a few months left, and it's hard to say if it's gonna work or not. And even if it does, what's gonna happen later is very difficult to predict. So if it does happen, then we will go from there. I think it's smarter to go from there. And if it doesn't happen, at least we didn't lose much. Because again, I honestly, it's hard to say if it's gonna work because I myself don't know lots of things in general, and you know, it's I don't even know if I'm doing things right or wrong, but that's why I'm relying on you guys, because you guys are very important. You probably don't know, but you guys are very important. Definitely more important than my figure. And if it does happen, perfect. Let's go from there. If it does not, well, hopefully we took away something. You know,
Yeah,
and we
definitely.
had a good time, and we learned something. We created something that we can, you know. The one thing about video and just in general content on social media, we can always show it to, you know, someone. We can show it to our friends. We can show it to our parents. You know, if we have spouses and everything like this, and it will stay in the internet forever as a memory. And I think memory is much more important than, you know, whatever comes, business success or not. So if it happens, perfect. We will see how we can make it work. I would love to make it work.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, no big deal.
Okay, so speaking of making it work, so our whole team we're all like really international. I don't think there's anyone who's like any two people who are from the same country. Is there? No, right?
Me and Alex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we have two Russian, one Brazilian, one Mongolian,
Yes.
one Vietnamese, one Chinese, one from Kazakhstan,
From Netherlands.
and the Netherlands. That's it, right?
Yeah. For
So
now,
that's very, very international. However, we all have our own lives, right? We all have our own plans in life and goals. And you, for example, are about to, you have another year and a half or something to graduate, right? And then I'm pretty sure you have plans.
I have 3 months to graduate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who did what? Okay. Anyway, so just 3 months. I have like.
That's why it's hard to make plans.
Year. Yeah. So I was wondering, and then like other Thomas, for example, he's like even exchange student, so he's not even here for that long as well. So what's the plan after? So we're all obviously gonna go off and do our own things. We won't be able to meet, come together to do these videos. So what's gonna happen?
If it does work out, and we can prove the concept that it works, if all of us can work together, being in different countries, it will be perfect. Because there are companies that are structured very similarly, but that either do not produce content at all or produce just a little bit of content, but manage to stay a team and manage whatever that is going on. And if a production or anything else that has to be done, it can be outsourced. So if this can be done on distance and can still be parts of our lives, it would be perfect. But again, for now, we still have to get there. That's why we are concentrating on producing a lot of content, and we will still experiment with different strategies and just artists, see what works, what doesn't, and we will take it step by step.
Okay, step by step. But I'm also wondering, so you just talked about how important the team is, which I agree as well. Like the team is very important. We all have to be able to work together and stuff like that. But so once you go off into the world, you know, like the world is your oyster. As soon as you graduate and you go off, and who knows in which country or where in the world you would be, right? So wherever you are, let's say we're all, hypothetically speaking, let's say we're all away from each other, but you still have the name, like 17 Creations, with you. Would you be open to the idea of finding new people where you are to continue this?
not without asking the people that are already here now first. This will come first.
Well,
And
I'm sure the whole team would say yes to you.
so if this works out,
Like, okay.
if I do ask the people that work with us now to continue doing this, and if the situation requires any more
New people.
any more creative ideas and creative minds, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good answer. But okay, maybe I shouldn't speak for the whole team, but from my perspective, if like the new people are willing to, if like they help you, you know, progress, get better, like there's growth, and then if I'm like, because I'm far away, I'm like pulling you back, then of course I would be like, go for it. You know what I mean? So I feel like the whole team should be like that.
If you say yes originally and then you say, just like you said, pulling us behind, I think it will be, it will only say that I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, true. Like that could be like a big test for you, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because this should not happen.
Yeah.
But not without, it can happen, but if I cannot resolve this, or if I can't find the way to give something to everyone who's a part of it, no matter what it is, experience, emotions, just memories, or in the perfect world, of course, all this supported by money. If I can't find the way to to make it work for even one person, then it will only show that I have a lot of things to work on, I think. And again, I don't know how to make it work yet, and I don't know what's gonna happen. But if it does, perfect. If it doesn't, we'll see what can be done.
Yeah. I have one final but big question for you. I mean, it could be big, it could be like a small question. It's up to you how you want to interpret it. But does this make you happy?
Yes. Yes, yes.
That was easy. But I was expecting like a yes, but.
Of course there is but. Just like I said, it's expensive.
Yeah, there you go.
It's very expensive. So apart from the time that you have to invest, because it's a lot of time into learning.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time into investing into a lot of time invested into projects that might not even work, because we did shoot materials that you guys will never see, just because it's a trial and error.
Yeah.
And it's always about learning stuff digitally, digital skills. Apart from that, it's equipment. Camera is expensive. Mic is expensive. Light is expensive.
The setting.
If you want to edit something, a computer is expensive. And the higher quality you want it to be, the more money you have to spend. And of course, there are certain ideas that require different tools that cost different money. So there is always a but when it comes to that. And in this type of scenario, we always have to, see from, go from what we can afford and what we can do in our team, what type of resources we have.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm glad it makes you happy. I'm glad you're satisfied with the team. Like, I feel like I can speak on behalf of the whole team that when we say, like, we're also very glad to have you guiding us. And we're glad to be able to work together and, like, create cool content. This is pretty cool. I'm so happy that you posted that so that I could write.
I'm the one who's thankful for you, for everyone in the team.
Yeah, so I'm great. I learned a lot, I would say, about where you started and how this came to be. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Let's work more.